All right, y'all. My name is Will. I am a registered nurse, and today I'll be talking about, or honestly, I'm trying to make a series here. Not even a series, just more so video entries of my sort of, I guess, journey. I don't want to say journeys. It sounds so corny, but whatever. My journey of becoming a CRNA. Because yes, I am going to become one of these days. I don't care how long it takes. So I just wanted to, sort of, kind of in the what's the word? In the way to sort of help me or motivate me or like just have fun with it, sort of document my I guess journey day by day. Maybe not every day I'll make a video like this, but definitely do it often just to have it recorded, because I've been, or have like a what do you call it, have, I don't even know what the word is. Like have a collection of, or not collection, just have, what the fuck's the word, man? Whatever. But instead of journaling stuff, I figured it's probably easier talking to a video and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So I am a registered nurse currently working at a research facility. It's a really good job and everything, but obviously in order to get to CRNA school, you gotta have ICU experience, which I have none of, unfortunately. And I literally have the opposite problem of everybody else trying to get into CRNA school, man. Let me tell you, bro. I have a perfect ass science GPA. My overall GPA is like 3.94. Like I have like the highest GPA. Like most people always say, oh, I got into CRNA school with like a 3.0 GPA, blah, 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 and all this bullshit. And I'm over here with a perfect ass GPA. I can't get any fucking ICU experience anywhere. And I'm sorry if I come off as entitled or anything. But yeah, I literally have the opposite problem. I can't get any fucking hospital experience. And I'm just like, bro, I've been applying everywhere and nobody trying to take me. And I'm just like, dude, and they take new grads. I'm not a new grad. I've been a nurse for like a year and a half. So I'm just like, bro, what's the issue? My hair looks so bad today. Oh my God. It's not gonna look like this every day. I figured I might as well do this video because either it's now or never. I don't know. Might as well do it while I feel motivated. But yeah, so, my issue is that just finding experience. That's like the biggest roadblock. I work at a research facility. I have research experience. That looks really good on your CRNA application. And then other than that, I can't take the CCRN. I can't really do much leadership because I'm not in the ICU. So it's like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I've been applying. I literally walked into a level 1 trauma center, ICU. I literally said, hey, let me talk to your director. And I talked to the associate director. Hey, can I get a job? like, I'm doing what I can, bro. I don't know. I'm going to a networking event that's happening in my state in April. Hopefully I could fucking just get a job, man. Like, seriously. One of the biggest reasons as to why I realized why it's hard for me to get a job, that was redundant, but I realized the issue is because they're not trying to pay. Because obviously as a nurse of almost 2 years, my salary is going to be higher. I'm going to ask for a higher salary compared to a new grad. And the hospital system is BS, right? They want to like maximize profits. That's why they like hiring new grads. They hire new grads, they burn them out onto the next new grad. They don't care about the quality of the care and all that, because that's just how corporate is. So that's why it's so hard for me to fall into a job or get a job, because I fall into that awkward middle ground where I have like no ICU experience, but I want to get paid more because I have like 1.5 years general nursing experience, which is the equivalent to like $5 to $10 extra an hour that I like am entitled to be paid for. But they're not trying to hire someone like that because they're not trying to hire they're not trying to pay more. They're not trying to, they'd rather have someone they could pay less. They could pay, yeah, on the lower end, like 60 grand a year essentially, which is definitely on the lower end. I mean, it's not terrible, but that's like pretty much nurse new grad type pay. So that's sort of like the big barrier that I'm facing right now. Just because as soon as I get into the ICU, everything's gonna fall together. I'm gonna get leadership experience, shadowing. I'm going to do the CCRN. I already have a fucking kick-ass GPA. I already have all the prereq courses except for chemistry, but they don't require chemistry in a lot of schools. So I got all my belt, like I got everything. I'm good. I just need the experience, and that's what's like annoying. It's all good though. It's gonna happen one of these days. Whatever. Where's my note? Oh, here we go. It's just the shit I wanted to talk about. Let's see here. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah, I already talked about myself. What else can I talk about? Anyway, so last thing I'll talk about, because I don't want to make this too long. I have a couple other topics. I could talk about those tomorrow. Is why CRNA over like nurse practitioner? Because the reason why I became a nurse in the first place is so I could become a nurse practitioner. Because I felt like my biggest, like, I always like medicine. I love studying medicine. Even to this day, I do it for fun. It's like I literally read about medicine for fun. It's cool to me. But and I wanted to become a nurse practitioner at first. I decided against becoming a nurse practitioner just because I feel like the field is generally oversaturated, and nurse practitioners, yeah, they just have a harder time finding a job. And like some nurse practitioners literally stay as a normal bedside RN. They just get extra pay, yeah, because now they're an NP, but like it's really not worth it. Like at that point, just become a travel nurse if you want more pay, right? And so I also realized that I don't think I want to take care of like patients like chronically. I don't want to deal with chronic patients and sort of like take work home with me. I feel like that aspect is also another thing that I didn't want to do. I understand that some nurse practitioners can go into like the OR as like surgical nurse practitioners. Like there was this one neurosurgery nurse practitioner. I thought that was really cool. It sounds cool, but she doesn't really do much, but is first assist in the OR. So it's like nothing too crazy. So I'm just like, oh, man, well, that sounds kind of monotonous. I don't think I want to do that. And yeah, so it's either clinic that you take home work with you, and you kind of like, it's very, very face to face. And that's the thing about me too. Like, I know it's like, why'd you choose healthcare if you were like, if you don't like health, if you don't like face to face, but there's plenty of specialties you could go into that aren't very face to face, i.e. CRNA. That's, you know what I mean? Like, duh. I really like having systems in place, and I really like the patient interaction when it's very intentional and things can get done. I don't like telling my patient, oh yeah, this should work out. Yeah, take this pill here. Hopefully 3 months, your blood pressure is lower. Like, that's not really my thing. Like, usually I like seeing my patient being like, okay, you got a problem, let me fix it. Or like, oh, you know, you need an IV, let me put that in. Now we got an IV, cool. Oh, you need labs drawn, let's do that. Like, I'm very task oriented. And CRNAs, that's exactly what it is. You see your patients, you put them under, you pretty much talk to the team, not necessarily the patient, which is cool with me. And then, yeah, you put them under, you monitor them, you like, you know, use your understanding of physiology to make sure that they're stable and everything. And then on to the next one, essentially. You obviously roll them out, wake them up, onto the next one. And I feel like that type of work, that structure and intention and intentionality, I feel like is definitely attracts me a lot more than the ambiguity of like primary care, of having patients and like having to follow them long term and it being super face to face. Like, I feel like it's not really my thing. And being a CRNA, obviously knowing that high level like a physiology, knowing how to do interventions as well when necessary, knowing how to intervene. Like, I feel like it's very action based, very like structured, and very like, you know, you're just stabilizing the other person or the patient, I mean. And of course they do a lot more. They could do epidurals too. They could do like procedures like that. It's really cool. It's really cool. And I feel like on top of that, obviously you got a good lifestyle, good pay. You know, I mean, pay and prestige are things I don't really care about. Like, I get good pay and prestige as a regular nurse. Like, that, I'm already fulfilled in that regard, honestly. It's just more so my itch to like go back to school and like be the best that I can and like really practice to the fullest extent of my license. I feel like that's essentially why I want to go there. Obviously, being in the ICU lets me practice to the fullest extent of my license, and then being a CRNA is basically a good level above that as well. So, yeah, so that's kind of a lot about me. I'll see how often I make these types of videos. I feel like it feels a lot better to do this than to journal. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see. And yeah, and I have a couple more topics I want to talk about, but we could do that tomorrow. On top of like what else I'm actively doing to become a CRNA as a way to like hold me accountable, you know, so I could do something every day to, you know, make sure I'm a good candidate, make sure I'm in line, make sure I am really focused on this. Well, because I am focused. I wake up every day and I think about it, and I'm just like, yes, I want to be CRNA. You know what I mean? So like, it's good. But yeah, bye.